Okay, welcome to ETN News. We're looking at the earthquakes, and this is Hawaii, Mauna Loa right here, right on the fault coming in the volcano. Have a 2.4 and a 2.4 here, 1.6 miles deep and 0.1 miles deep. It's not looking good over here from the signs. And another thing is this is dropped off. There's not one 2.5 or greater. Let's look at these. Not even one. So something going on there. And it looks like, I know it's not on the caldera like it's, erupting like it has been in the past couple of years. It is erupting on the rift zone over here toward this way. And it looks to me like it's cracking. Not erupting, but cracking. Just like Iceland did when that crack formed at Iceland. They said, well, it's an eruption. Well, it wasn't really an eruption because it was a crack to where you could see the magma and the lava come up out of the crack. And here we got a tsunami station in event mode still yet. Core C1. This is east-northeast of Townsville. There's Australia. You've got Papua New Guinea. And it's going down here. It's south of the Solomon Islands. Core C. Alright, now on them tsunami stations, let me get this straight here. Well, it's picture in a picture. But anyway, on the tsunami stations, when the ocean floor moves, a fault moves, they are anchored to the ocean floor. It will send them into an event mode, like a tsunami's coming. But what it does when it moves, it dunks it, even though it's not showing an earthquake, which we did get a 5.9. And that was down here, north of New Zealand, right around the Kermadec Trench, right through here. It's a 5.9. No, it's 5.7. Yeah, that's what it was. And we got these quakes here. This one here, it's a 5.6. Papua New Guinea, 115.2 miles deep. Then we got over here in the 4.5, Indonesia, 291.1 miles deep. That's the two deepest quakes on the board around the world. All right, now Japan. Right here at the Japan Trench, where we got a four-way section. And this one is a 4.6, 27.2 miles deep. And while we're talking about this may be the spot we get the large quake. And it was in the next 3 to 5 days. That was yesterday. So, we one day now, this is the 19th. Put out the report on the 18th, looking for a 6.0 or 7 plus. But now we're looking for a 7 plus. I'm not even looking for the 6.0 anymore. It should be a 7 plus. Japan is showing building up. Well, pressure being pushed from the Pacific plate. If it doesn't hit over here somewhere down the coast, then it's going to hit Japan. I mean, over this way. And right now, Japan is the weakest spot that I see. We got Papua New Guinea is a weak spot too. But we already got activity there at 5.6. And with the plate moving down here, with the tsunami station moving, and this deep quake, and then we still got a deep quake over here near Indonesia, a small one, but it's deep. With that pattern going on, it looks to me like we're going to get that 7 plus. And the way Hawaii has calmed down all at once, still erupting, because I can see it on the Ghost 16 Live satellite. You see the flames still shooting out. But it has calmed down on the earthquake activity. Now over here, got a 2.6 south of Old Monroe, Missouri, 1.3 miles deep. A 3.4 southwest of Danville, Kansas, 3.0 miles deep. The rest of these are under 2.5s and greater. Not much going on, except for around the Long Valley Caldera. We got a swarm going on there. Around Mammoth Lakes, that'd be east of Mammoth Lakes, California. Alright, with all this activity we got going on, and this morning Alaska was backing up. Down here started backing up. Small activity, 2.5s and under, but backing up. Hawaii dropped off. Deep quake here and deep quake here. Tsunami station in event mode northeast of Australia. So that tells me that, looks to me, I'm not 100% sure, but it's going to hit this side of the Pacific and most likely up in this area. But it could move on around toward Alaska, or it could go in a different direction. I'm just showing the weakest spot. When it comes around and the pressure starts pushing even more, it looks like this spot may give before any spot. Let's hope it don't hit anywhere. I mean, it would be nice, but, you know, it's going to happen. And you can see how it's backed up through here, and then backed up through this way. And that puts down through this way in danger of a large quake. And we will see some larger activity in the west, maybe even traveling over toward the east at the same time. This is what this quake is right here, 2.4, close to a 2.5 Hawaii. Okay, that's all I can really show you. I mean, we got pressure coming around, and what's going on is, I'm gonna explain this because you're new. I'd say the old, my regular subscribers get tired of hearing it, but this is the West Coast. This is the Pacific Plate. Pacific Plate, you can see how it goes down and around. This tail end is pushing this way. This is pushing this way. But when the North American Plate is pushing up against it, it's either got to give on this side or it's got to give on this side, whichever way, whichever side is the weakest right now. We got a weak spot up here on the Cascadia, weak spot over here in Japan, weak spot in Papua New Guinea. And there's one here too, but not as big as the others. So we got to watch for that earthquake. And you can see right here, this even shows you more. All right, if the Pacific Plate is swaying over toward Australia, the top is coming this way. You can see it right here how it's doing. South America, you see the outline of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. This is where the plates was connected, and they had the ring of, the lava flowing, magma flowing through the cracks where they was connected. That means that they were separating, just like Iceland did up here. It's got a crack going through it that we was talking about, and like the slump's doing in Hawaii. It's what it looks like it's doing. But look at this. You see the bottom part? You would have to sway this over and lock it in here. This part would go in the top. This would go up here. North American Plate is moving up and in an angle. At the same time, the Pacific Plate is moving up in an angle too at the same time, but it's not moving as fast as the North American Plate. And this is swaying up, so that means that this would come out. You can see it right here, how far it's separated, through the years, thousands of years. But still, yeah, you can see how the pattern goes together and how the bottom is swaying out, making this sway out that way up toward Australia. Now, when that happens, it's got to cause a quake. Either you got a big chunk or something on this side of the plate that it's pushing up against, and a chunk over here, or a weak spot, a big crack over here, or something like that. When one pushes against the other, either one will bust and cause a large quake, or the crack will form bigger, things like that. All right, I'll see you on the next updates. Watch for that 7+ earthquake. Everybody stay safe, and we'll be watching.